This is going to be a little long, but I promise it's worth it, and I need you guys to stick with me because I have a theory, and I need to know what you think. So if you haven't watched the documentary Cave of Bones on Netflix, I need you to go watch it. But if you don't want to watch it, I will just summarize what happens in it right now. This team of explorers and researchers found a cave in South Africa. This cave is like a complex cave system, right? There's this like updraft and then this chute, and the chute down is like 12 meters deep, and at some points it's like 7 inches wide. At the bottom of that chute, there was this grand room, this big cave. And in that cave, they found remains, buried remains that had been buried with tools, graves that had been marked by pictographs, by hieroglyphics, and they weren't human. They were a different pre-human ancestor called Homo naledi. These graves, 300,000 years old. Our ancestors only started burying our dead 100,000 years ago, and the earliest graves that we have that are Homo sapien graves are in Palestine, and they are 100,000 years old. So 200,000 years before we even started burying our dead, these folks were carrying their dead into complex cave systems, down 12-meter deep chutes, just to bury them with tools. I cannot even fucking explain how exciting that is to me. But then, okay, I have this theory. If you laid out the development of our species, right, on like a linear graph, those graves in South Africa were created 300,000 years ago, right? So that's back here. So jump 200,000 years in the future is when Homo sapiens first start burying our dead. And that was 100,000 years from now. That means that from the time that Homo naledi was burying their dead in the cave in South Africa to when they disappeared was 100,000 years more development than what you and I have from our ancestors burying our dead right now. What if, hear me out, what if the aliens are us? What if the aliens aren't actually extraterrestrial? What if one of our ancient human ancestors who were existing for hundreds of thousands of years longer than we have right now on this planet developed technologies to leave, and now they're coming back? I don't know. I just haven't heard anyone fucking even acknowledge or like talk about this potential theory, and it is all I can fucking think about. What if the aliens are us?